Sunny Hostin says we have white privilege, more like what privilege? She gets shut down by reality. Wait till you see this clip. She gets utterly embarrassed. Welcome to Doug in Exile. This is where the happy patriots are. As we mock the left for a complete flip out, they're always going off on their lefty issues, none of them dealing with the reality.
Clark.
Hey City, welcome back to the channel. It's a girl Vermo, and I am back with another reaction video. Today I'm going to be reacting to Dog in Exile, and we have Sunny Hostin gets caught. The View host shut down by reality. Can't wait to dive into the video. But before we get started, we have some amazing people watching us for the first time. If you're new to the channel, hello, I'm Vera. I do reaction videos. This is something that you love. Why not join Vera City? Hit the subscribe button below, turn on the post notification bell, so that you can always be the first person to know whenever a new video drops. And that's, guys, let's go.
That's Caitlin Clark getting massively chucked by a member of the other team. Blatant, brazen foul after being called a B. Look, here's Colin Rugg on Twitter. WNBA basketball player Caitlin Clark gets cheap shotted, called a B word, and then Angel Reese stands up to celebrate. We'll get to that. Let's watch.
Call. The question is, will they call it unnecessary? Wow. Kennedy Carter.
Okay, will it be unnecessary roughness, or will it just be normal roughness? Will this be a racist shot, or will this be called a normal shot by a black player who came up blatantly, calls her a B, and then chucks her to the floor? Caitlin Clark. Remember, Sunny Hostin's coming up and totally gets it wrong, and we're going to mock her for it because everyone should make fun of The View because they don't have a grip on reality. Okay, that's Angel Reese on the bench, one of the teammates of the girl who chucked Caitlin Clark to the ground. And she stands up and cheers like, hooray, you got her. Remember, this is Caitlin Clark, who Sunny has said has some kind of privilege.
I do think that there is a...
So she calls her the B word, then chunks her to the floor. And no one is going to say anything about that. Really? This is crazy, honestly. Wow.
Thing called pretty privilege.
What about the black players? Is Sunny saying that black female players are not pretty the way a white player like Caitlin Clark is? Because I think the black female basketball players, some of them are really pretty.
There is a thing called white privilege.
There's a thing called white privilege. It explains nearly zero of why some people succeed and some people fail. Merit is probably far more important. But to Sunny, they got to keep overplaying that victim card because they're trying to foment minorities to hate whites. That's her goal. Believe me, if there's all this privilege being handed out, I want my free money. Where's my free white guy money at, Sunny?
There is a thing called tall privilege.
Yeah, I'm 6'8". I'm tall.
Oh my God, Dr. Nexo. Yeah, pretty girls privilege, top privilege. But I think I get what she means. Top privilege. If you want to play basketball, you need to be certain heights. I think that is top privilege. Yes, I'm a model, and most times they always ask for girls that are 5'11". So that is top privilege. I'm not 5'11", so I never get those jobs. Do you get? So I think I actually see sense in what she is saying. There's pretty privilege. If I'm pretty, nobody wants to use your face for an ad. Yes, they want pretty girls. My friend is a makeup artist, and she was telling me that she needed girls to, do modeling for her. And she told me she wants pretty girls only. So that is pretty girls privilege. You get? Let's go on.
Okay. Who in the WNBA? They're all tall. Are the taller ones? How come they can't outscore Caitlin Clark? Because guess what she does? She has a killer three-pointer. That's what she's famous for. Being able to shoot from nearly the half-court line, even though she is somewhat tall, she's not as tall as the tallest player who have some kind of privilege, according to Sunny. Tom Cruise is short, famous, one of the most highest paid guys in the world, and he's tiny. What do you mean tall privilege? I'm 6'8". Where's my freebies? Where's my free stuff? You know, when I use the bathroom, when I'm in a flight, if I ever took a movie of what that was like, you would not say I had a tall privilege.
And we have to acknowledge that.
Actually, I don't have to acknowledge white privilege. I absolutely refuse it. And I mock you and resent you for saying I have to. I don't. There's no such thing. You're a liar. There is no white privilege. As I said before, what privilege? Your peer pressuring doesn't work on me. You don't get to control my values, even though you're famous and you're rich. Mostly we just mock you. But this is where they
Okay, even though the lady is not as tall as other players, at least she's tall. Before you can even get into basketball, you have to be tall to a certain height. That is tall privilege. If you ain't tall to that height, you would never be accepted. Someone like me can never be accepted into a basketball. Yes, because I'm not. I'm. I'm just average height, medium. I don't know if you guys get it, but this time around, I'm sorry. I would have to disagree with Dog in Exile for this one. Let's go on.
truly undermine and destroy their own argument in this last clip.
Part of it is about race, because if you think about the Brittany Griners of the world, you know, why did she have to go to play in Russia?
Because they wouldn't pay her.
Because they wouldn't pay her.
Because they wouldn't pay. Not because she was black, but because they didn't believe in the WNBA.
Okay, now this gets so confusing that Whoopi and Sonny just absolutely overlap each other. I nearly have to unpack this every word. Okay, it's time to play. Can you possibly follow this line of reasoning? Here goes. I'm going to chop it up a little bit to help walk you through it.
Part of it is about race, because if you think about the Brittany Griners of the world.
Okay, first point. Sonny says this is about race. Think about the Brittany Griners of the world, okay? Are you following this yet?
You know, why did she have to go to play in Russia?
Because they wouldn't pay her.
So Sonny Hostin has already said this is about race because she had to go to Russia because she couldn't get paid here in women's basketball. Are you following it so far?
Wouldn't pay her.
Because they wouldn't pay, not because she was black.
Okay, Sonny says it's about race, but now Whoopi says they wouldn't pay her, not because she's black, so it's not about race, says the black woman, Whoopi.
But because they didn't believe in the WNBA.
Americans don't believe in the WNBA is why Brittany Griner didn't get paid and had to go to Russia, even though Caitlin Clark is a better player and is the highest paid woman in the WNBA. It doesn't make any sense. None of this. It's a giant car wreck. These women, their brain, it's mush. It's just oatmeal. If you opened up their head, it would be a bowl of clam chowder. There is no brain in there. They make no sense. They can't back anything up with logic. Even bringing up a relevant example like Brittany Griner has nothing to do with this. Every time they try to tie it, there's no tie to the point made of white privilege or male privilege or tall privilege or beauty privilege. How about just Caitlin Clark's a really good basketball player and she got chucked by a black female basketball player just because she was a bad person or had a bad attitude. I'm Doug in Exile.
Now, the black woman chunking the white player to the floor is actually wrong. If it was a white person that did that, they would say that she's a racist. So why are they not calling the black lady a racist? So this whole racist thing, I don't pick sides, okay? I don't pick sides. What the lady did is absolutely wrong. But then, privileges exist. About the white privilege, I think there is white privilege. And I'll give you an instance. George Floyd's case is actually white privilege. May so rest in peace. He was black. And that was what even started the whole Black Lives Matter. And he was killed by the cops because he was black. And the cops that killed him is actually a racist. In fact, it was said that he's a racist, and that wasn't his first time doing something like that. They just took him to the back of a car. They made sure they stuffed life out of him For what reason? Why exactly? So that is an example. If it was a white, they wouldn't have done that, basically. So I would always stand for the truth. I don't like being biased. Okay? I don't like being biased. There is black privilege, there is white privilege, there is privilege, whether you like it or not. There is. What are your takes on this? What do you guys think about this video? Drop comment down below. I totally enjoyed this. If you enjoyed this video as much as I did, give it a huge thumbs up and please share this video. If you're new to the channel, join Virat City. Hit the subscribe button below, turn on the post notification bell so that you can always be the first person to know whenever a new video drops. And that, guys, I'll see you in my next one. Bye, guys.